youngest of them all. UCC, UCC, we are the teachers of the nation. We learn to teach, we find out and pass on, we counsel, we guide, that all may be enlightened. UCC, UCC, learn for Christ to your call. UCC, UCC, to the call, let us rise, to the call, let us rise, where bring us no peace, no men. UCC, UCC, learn for Christ to your call. UCC, UCC, to the call, let us rise, to the call, let us rise, where bring us no peace, no men. UCC, UCC, we are the humblest of them all. UCC, UCC, we are the bedrock of our learning. Be proud of this, we students and workers, in concession way, that your image may be right in UCC, UCC, therefore rise to the call. UCC, UCC, to the call, let us rise, to the call, let us rise, where bring us no peace, no men. UCC, UCC, to the call, let us rise, to the call, let us rise, where bring us no peace, no men. UCC, UCC, we are the kindest of them all. UCC, UCC, we are the preacher of improvement. We train, we mold, and live by his vision to impart of virtues that cannot make it strengthen. UCC, UCC, therefore rise to your call. UCC, UCC, to the call, let us rise, to the call, let us rise, where brings us no peace, no men. UCC, UCC, therefore rise to the call. UCC, UCC, to the call, let us rise, to the call, let us rise, where brings us no peace, no men. Provost of the College of Agriculture and Natural Sciences, representing the Vice Chancellor, members of convocation, students, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. This is matriculation ceremony. It is short but very important ceremony on the calendar of the university. Its purpose is to receive fresh men and women into the university, making them full members of the university community as persons in statu pupillari. We now proceed to administer the matriculation oath. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very important ceremony, and as you will hear later from the representative of the Vice Chancellor, it is the ceremony that marks your official admission to the university. If you don't partake in this program, you will be considered non-students. So what we will do is representatives from the college, coordinators, will present you for matriculation. Then you will rise, you take the oath of matriculation, and finally all of you will be matriculated by the provost. So take the matriculation oath very serious. It has legal, spiritual, financial, economic, and political implications.
May I request for all undergraduate students, Dr. Daisy Ofosuhine to present students for matriculation.
Will all undergraduate students from Central and Western region be upstanding to be matriculated, to swear their matriculation oath and declare their obedience? Thank you.
Will all matriculants standing now repeat before me? Repeat after me. If I mention I, please insert your name. I do solemnly promise to be a loyal member of the University of Cape Coast. To study diligently and to conform to all statutes. Rules and regulations of the university. Insofar as they concern me. So help me God. Please be seated. And it's my honor to invite Dr. Edelbright Wedu to present them for matriculation.
Will all postgraduate students from the Western and Central regions stand up to be matriculated? Postgraduate students from the Western and Central regions to swear their matriculation oath and declare their obedience.
I do solemnly promise to be a loyal member of the University of Cape Coast. To study diligently and to conform to all statutes, rules and regulations of the university, insofar as they concern me. So help me God. Please remain standing. Will all matriculants please rise to be matriculated by the representative of the Vice Chancellor? College of Agriculture and Natural Sciences representing the Vice Chancellor. The matriculants who have been presented to you by their coordinators have duly taken the matriculation oath. I pray you to matriculate them.
By the powers in me invested as a representative of the Vice Chancellor, I do hereby matriculate you, admitting you to the rights, privileges, and responsibilities of University of Cape Coast. Congratulations.
Congratulations. The representative of the Vice Chancellor is the Provost of the College of Health and Allied Sciences. Please be seated.
I bring you greetings from the Vice Chancellor, Professor Joseph Ampia, who is at the moment engaged elsewhere, working for the university. He has therefore asked me to represent him on occasion of 2019-2020 matriculation of fresh students of the College of Distance Education, Southern Zone 1. So I'm going to read his speech. Registrar, Provost of Colleges, Heads of Departments, Members of Convocation, Coordinators of Centers, Invited Guests, Friends of the Media, dear fresh students, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. On behalf of the Academic Board and the entire University of Cape Coast community, I welcome everyone to the 2019 matriculation ceremony of the College of Distance Education. My special and most delightful welcome goes to all of you who have successfully gained admission into various programs of study with the College of Distance Education. I'm therefore excited to welcome you to our great university, where hard work and academic excellence are our core values. The year 2020 is just around the corner. So I take this opportunity to wish you Happy New Year. Ladies and gentlemen, we have gathered here this morning to receive and admit fresh students into the various programs of College of Distance Education through matriculation ceremony. Matriculation is a ritual of initiating fresh students into academic institutions, making them bona fide students and thus enabling them to enjoy the rights and privileges of the institution. It is also a means by which institution renews itself, since new students are admitted to replace those who have completed their study and have left. Though a simple and short ceremony, it is very significant because without it, persons cannot hold themselves as students of the institution. It also holds students to their duties and responsibilities associated with the rights and privileges accorded them, enabling them to be of good behavior to all officers of the university. As you pledge to be of good behavior, you are committing yourself to be disciplined and of good ambassadors of the university. It is therefore a very important experience in the life of every university student. Ladies and gentlemen, at this ceremony, students from the Southern Zone 1 are being matriculated. This is made up of students from the Central and Western regions. The rest of the students that constitute Southern Zone 2 are from the Greater Accra region, Oti and Volta region, and some parts of Eastern region. These students are also being matriculated concurrently in Accra. A similar ceremony is being held in Kumasi to matriculate those from the Middle Zone. That is Ashanti, Bono, Bono East, Ahafo, East and Western North regions. The ceremony for the Northern Zone for students in the Northern, Savannah, Upper East, Upper Northeast and Upper West regions is being held now. You are now considered bona fide students of the University of Cape Coast because you have sworn the matriculation oath. As management of the university, we assure you that we shall provide an academic environment that will be conducive to your studies during the period of your studentship. The commitment you make today, the commitment you make of your studies from today will determine the quality of products that will be generated from you at the end of your program. Having pledged to be of good behavior, you are to note that you are committing yourself to avoiding indiscipline and disorderliness in university. Your primary purpose of enrolling on the program is to acquire knowledge and broaden your outlook and orientation. This is the essence of university education, and you should not be found wanting in this regard. As distance students, one requirement that you cannot ignore is time management, because you'll be confronted with other competing demands on your academic work. Admission statistics for 2019-2020 academic year. Ladies and gentlemen, the University of Cape Coast in the 2019-2020 academic year admitted a total of 13,089 students into the College of Distance Education to pursue undergraduate and postgraduate programs through the distance mode in both education and business. The figure is made up of 11,908 undergraduates and 1,181 postgraduates. The gender distribution of this year's admission consists of 6,556 males and 6,523 females. Further breakdown is as follows. For undergraduate students, the males are 5,934 and females 5,974. And 632, and that of females 549. The number of undergraduates offering education program is 8,921, and those offering business is 2,988. For postgraduate studies, 402 are offering education programs, while 779 are offering business programs. Ladies and gentlemen, the admission statistics for this year compares favorably with that of last year. The percentage of female undergraduates has gone up significantly from 48.3 in 2019 to 50.2% in 2019-2020. This shows a remarkable increase of 1.99% of female population over last year's increase of 1.5%. Ladies and gentlemen, these figures reveal some basic facts. The move for gender parity in admission is gaining grounds in the University of Cape Coast, and is quite commendable this academic year. Attaining appreciable gender balance in admission of students into our distance education programs has significant socio-economic implications for the family and society in general. For postgraduate studies, the ratio of male to female is 53.5% to 46.5%. This is also good signal. I urge the working class women to take advantage of the convenience and flexibility distance education offers, to enroll in the programs to enhance your economic, political, and social status. Plans are far advanced for the college to roll out virtual classroom facility for postgraduate studies this academic year. The facility includes video conferencing technology and soft course model. This enables students to have access to lectures wherever they may be. The college would later extend this facility to undergraduate students as centers where we have permanent structures. Additionally, plans are underway to upload all course modules on the university e-learning platform and give students access to soft information. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the College of Distance Education has undergone restructuring. This is to ensure that the college operates in an efficient and effective manner to achieve quality distance education. Appraisal of course, tutors, bar students remain a feature at all study centers. Arrangements are being made for professors in the university to visit study centers to monitor and evaluate teaching and learning during face-to-face sessions to ensure that the mode of delivery is consistent with the requirement of the university. Training of course tutors to keep them abreast of the rudiments of facilitation is of utmost importance to us, and we will continue to take this activity very serious. The college has introduced a weekly report format for monitoring of teaching and learning activities at the study centers. The innovation aims at obtaining first-hand information on the activities at the various study centers to enable management to take informed decisions on various issues at the study centers. Evaluation of other activities such as examination and facilitation by course tutors will continue at the study centers. Coordinators will continue to discharge their activities efficiently and effectively to ensure quality service delivery to you, our cherished students. The restructuring of the College of Distance Education has brought with it the introduction of new programs and redesigning of the old ones to ensure that there is parity in the programs offered in the university. To easily transfer their credit from the distance mode to the regular mode or vice versa. In line with the new curriculum, for the basic schools, the college has responded to the current needs of students and the nation by introducing new programs. These are early childhood education, primary school education, and junior high school education. The college has initiated processes to enroll programs from the faculties of arts and social sciences. These include undergraduate programs such as BSc Economics and BSc Economics and Finance. The postgraduate programs include MSc Microfinance, MSc Economics, MSc Social Science, MSc Data Management and Analysis, and MSc Economics of Technology and Development. On board as many programs as possible that are run in the conventional systems to the distance mode so that applicants will have a variety of choices of programs. We wish to reiterate that the postgraduate diploma education program has been mounted on distance mode at 4 centers. These are Cape Coast, Accra, Kumasi, and Tamale. I encourage all graduate non-professional teachers in Ghana Education Service and other private institutions to take advantage that this program offers. It will ultimately sharpen your competencies and ensure effective teaching and learning. Now on report on study centers. As a result of some operational exigencies, there has been the need for the College of Distance Education to create new centers and make some changes in the allocation of programs to some study centers. Essentially, the move was to offer flexibility and provide conducive learning environment to our cherished students. Apart from movement of centers, entirely new ones have been created at Tepa and Wenchi in Ashanti and Blue East regions respectively. As part of its outreach services, the college collaborated with Planned Voter Foundation and Ghana Prison Service to introduce the prison inmate tertiary education program this academic year. This led to the creation of new study center at Nsawan Prison, where 59 inmates have been enrolled on the following distance learning programs. Diploma in Commerce Management option, 19 students. Diploma in Commerce Accounting option, 8 students. Diploma in JHS Education, Science and Mathematics option, 9 students. Diploma in JHS Education, English and Social Studies option, 23 students. Plans are far advanced to inaugurate this novel project. Student support services. Ladies and gentlemen, in addressing some of the challenges that distance students face in the course of their studies, most of the activities of the college have been decentralized to the regional offices. Regional coordinators are available at these offices to address the needs of students at first instance before issues is referred to the main office in Cape Coast. Since greater part of issues confronting our students and other key stakeholders are administrative, assistant registrars are currently being posted to the regional offices to facilitate prompt delivery of support services to students. I will encourage students to not endure the problems they encounter, but contact these senior members in the regions for every necessary assistance. The Student Records Management Unit of the college has an online student support system where students easily log in to communicate their complaints to the college for quick and prompt redress. I entreat all of you to make maximum use of these services and use the staff at the regional offices in order to reduce the risk of traveling all the way to the main office in Cape Coast. In an attempt to provide quality student support services, the Student Support Services Unit is being resourced with more staff and communication gadgets to enable us to effectively communicate with our students. Again, the college has approved 4 senior members as professional counselors to meet the educational, personal, and social needs of our students. These counselors are currently at the main office in Cape Coast. To make counseling services more effective and accessible to our students, more counselors will be employed and posted to the regional centers. Word advice to the matriculants. I know a lot of consideration went into the choice of University of Cape Coast as the institution to do your distance education program. I congratulate you all for gaining admission into the University of Competitive Choice. Your primary objective for coming to this university is to study hard towards the attainment of your degree or diploma. You will not stay on campus during your time of study, but you should not forget that you are on academic journey. Always remember that you need to work hard on this journey, and that hard work never stops. I advise that you make good use of the resources and facilities placed at your disposal. Attend face-to-face sessions regularly, complete your assignments on time, and take part in all assessments. Remember, you have sworn the matriculation oath, and each and every one of you will be held to it. Associate with your colleagues and learn good things that will shape your future. Always remember to add value to yourself. The distance education program is not like the conventional system where students have a lot of time to themselves for their academic work. You will have to make a lot of sacrifices to enable you to complete the program on schedule and also be successful. Those ahead of you have done it, and so you can also do it. Manage your time very well, especially those who will have to combine work with family life. The truth is, you cannot complete your program successfully if you do not work hard and fulfill all the requirements for the award of the degree or diploma. Respect authority, respect your fellow students, and you may be challenged on issues by people who think differently from you. But that is how the academic environment is. You don't need to take offense, but measure convincing arguments to prove your point. The university library provides both physical and virtual library services, and also research support services for distance students. Take advantage of this unique opportunity offered you to improve yourself. Visit the library regularly. A new chapter has been opened in your life, and what you become in the near future depends on what you make of the experiences you go through from now. At the end of your program, we expect you to offer quality service to your family, the society, and the country at large. Establish good study habits and read ahead of your tutorial sessions. Tutorial sessions, though not compulsory, will be very beneficial to you if you take them seriously and attend them regularly and punctually. It is a forum where ideas are shared and meaningful and pertinent discussions are held about the model. Take advantage of this so that you can easily pass your exams. Most of the facilities we use at the study centers do not belong to the university, but have been placed at the disposal and at the benevolence of our host institutions. I passionately appeal to you to take very good care of these facilities. Try as much as possible to keep the classrooms and the compound of the host institutions clean and tidy. It is by doing this that you'll be seen to be disciplined students and good citizens. May the good Lord guide and protect you even as you travel fortnightly from your homes to the various centers for face-to-face sessions. On behalf of the University Council, members of Convocation, and on my own behalf, I would like to once again welcome you to the College of Distance Education and of course, University of Cape Coast. I wish to assure you again that we will do all we can to make your study very enjoyable and memorable one. May God grant you the wisdom and knowledge to succeed in your academic endeavors, and may He provide you with all the resources that you need to go through the programs of study. May He be with you and take you back safely to your destinations. May He grant you favor and be a blessing unto many others. Once again, I wish you Happy New Year in advance. And thank you. May God bless us all.
The Vice Chancellor, members of Convocation, senior members, matriculants, students, ladies and gentlemen, this assembly for matriculation ceremony is now dissolved. Shall we all rise for the UCC anthem?
UCC, UCC, we are the lifeless of them. UCC, UCC, we are the teachers of our nation. We learn to teach, we find out and counsel, we guide, that all may be enlightened. UCC, UCC, therefore rise to your call. UCC, UCC, to the call, let us rise to the call, let us rise, worry us no peace, movement. UCC, UCC, therefore rise to your call. UCC, UCC, to the call, let us rise to our call, let us rise, worry us no peace, movement. UCC, UCC, we are the humblest of them all. UCC, UCC, we are the bedrock of our learning. Be proud of this, we students and workers in concert shall work, that your image may be heightened. UCC, UCC, therefore rise to the call. UCC, UCC, to the call, let us rise to our call, let us rise, for we must know peace, movement. UCC, UCC, therefore rise to your call. UCC, UCC, to the call, let us rise to our call, let us rise, for we must know peace, movement. UCC,
bless your name. We praise your name. You began with us and you are finished with us. We glorify you this hour. Father, we thank you for all that we've heard. Grant us retentive memory for us to remember everything in the course of our academic journey. We pray, lead us through successfully, that some years to come, we will stand in these same grounds, not as matriculants, but congregants to your glory in the name of the Son Hamasphere. We lift up our journey back home into your hands. Let your angels keep us. Let your angels guide us. We soak the road in the blood of Jesus. We soak the class in the blood of Jesus. Father, let your spirit be with us. We soak the drivers in the blood. Drive through them by your power and lead us home safely and soundly. And when we reach home, we will remember to give you glory. We thank you for answered prayer in the name of Jesus. Amen and amen. God bless you. God bless you, our interim resident pastor. Shall we still remain standing as the Vice Chancellor's procession proceeds? Drop your signed matriculation code into the boxes placed in front of you. Those who have not completed them, please do so and then place